Evening,
What's
everybody.
up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Viewer's Choice 2013, The Real People's Power.
Free your mind, unlike Paul Jones.
Yeah, and that slut he's with.
Tara Phillips.
Or. Anyway.
So we're here for people watching in the news. So people watching, Mr. Ernie Mac has a lot because he was at work today.
Oh, yes, I do.
I took a day of relaxation today.
Lucky fucker.
So, I get another one tomorrow.
Fuck you.
And then I have to go to work.
Then I have a day to relax.
Good thing I have the car that day. You know why? Because they're doing the roads that day. So you don't have to worry about being parked on the side.
Good point.
Good point.
Anyway.
Haha. Sorry, sidetracked. People watching in the news, people watching, go.
Welcome for another edition of People Watching. Let's talk about lazy bitches, shall we? The type of lazy bitch that should be working, but doesn't. The type of lazy bitch that doesn't use their brains. Instead, they want to sit on their fat asses.
I know a lot of people like that.
Oh, I definitely do. I work with most of them. Speaking of, I'm at work today, of course.
He's at work. He's working.
Just finishing up serving dinner to the residents,
Serving dinner.
Had a nice little meal of Sloppy Joe, French fries, and coleslaw.
French fry. He's probably wondering why I'm just copying everything.
Yeah, I'm about to smack him because I felt like I have a fucking echo. Anyway, just finishing up dinner, going on break, hoping to get a nice time to relax before doing dishes. So, I go out of the kitchen. I go into the break room, enjoy a little bit of a movie. And apparently during this entire time, supposedly, nurses from one of the units are calling back and forth and paging the kitchen to make up a tray for residents that
resident tray
supposedly didn't get their meal.
Nope, they didn't.
So, I'm sitting there enjoying the movie. Step outside, smoke a cigarette, came back inside, sat down a little bit more. I go back into the kitchen because now it's time to pick up the trays and do the dishes once we bring them in from the unit.
Picking up the trays, do the dishes after unit.
I'm going to hit him in the face.
Continue.
Anyway, so as I'm walking back into the kitchen, I'm hearing the phone ring.
Ring, ring.
And as I walk up to the phone, it stops ringing. So I don't pay it no mind. So me and one of the girls that I work with, we walk down to the units to pick up some carts.
The carts.
And by some sheer luck of laziness from these bitches, the tray they supposedly called for is still sitting there on the tray line.
On the tray line.
So my girl takes it with her as we're walking down to the hallways. When we get down to the unit, the first thing we hear out of these lazy, skank-ass bitches is, we've been calling y'all for an hour. We've been paging y'all for an hour. We've been waiting on this tray. This man is hungry. He is yet to get his tray. Excuse me. Lady, if you've been calling down there and paging for an hour and you didn't get no response, how about you get off your fat, horsehair weave wearing ass and walk your fat ass down the hallway and get the damn tray yourself?
You pick it up and you give it to the guy.
Plain and simple. But no, we were going to sit here, play on our phones, talk about dumb shit, and we were going to wait for you to come bring it to us. You lazy ass whores. You nurses make me sick. Some of you nurses make me sick. Let me rephrase that. Other nurses know how to do their fucking job right. You lazy bitches need to get a new job. New
job. I heard that McDonald's is hiring.
Or the whorehouse down the corner.
Or the horse track.
Yeah, that works too. So, my first thought was, of course, these lazy bitches have no manners. Second was, after this old woman said what she said, oh no, since it wasn't on the tray, since it wasn't on the cart to be brought down here, y'all should have brought it to us.
Brought it to them.
Oh, bitch. I believe we get breaks just like every one of y'all. If his shit wasn't on that cart when it came down there, you could have called us then, or brought one of your lazy skank asses down there, and said, hey, this person didn't get a tray. And you could have waited. We could have made the tray. We could have gave it to you. Plain and simple.
Then it would have been all gravy.
All nice and gravy. All would have been getting along, but no. You lazy ass bitches went about, oh, we were calling y'all for an hour. We've been paging y'all for an hour. This man is hungry. He didn't get his food. That's y'all's fault. Suck my balls.
Suck the left nut.
Now, on to number 2. It is common sense that when you have a coffee machine, you know how to dispense coffee. Whether you're a nurse, an aide, or not.
That's not how to serve fucking coffee.
A fucking monkey who just had a stroke would know how to dispense a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
Now, I'm in the kitchen, minding my own business, ready to do dishes. This simple-minded bitch walks in. I'd like a cup of coffee. I'm like, okay, sure, help yourself. The cups are right there. How do you dispense the coffee?
It is very fucking simple.
We have 3 dispensers. One side is for the coffee, the middle is for the hot water, and the third side is for the coffee. There are 2 buttons. One for a coffee cup, one for a coffee pitcher. One for a coffee cup, one for a coffee pitcher. Bitch, can you read?
Can you read them motherfuckers?
Common fucking sense.
Isn't it?
There are 2 buttons right there, labeled with the word coffee. And you ask me.
C-O-F-F-E-E. Coffee.
And you ask me the dumbest fucking question you could. How do I dispense the coffee?
Simply stupid.
This bitch needs to go and jump off a fucking cliff. So, this has been People Watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I now turn it over to my co-host Tony D for In the News. Tony.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? People Watching was very interesting tonight. Now, in the news, I have nothing.
Wow, really? You're slacking, homie.
I know.
You had all day to find some news.
I know.
While I was at work,
I dropped the ball.
I should smack you in the head with the ball.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So, what you got for the people? Come on now.
What do I have for the people?
Yeah, what you got for the people?
I have lots of stuff for the people.
What you got? Good. Give the people something?
I'll give them something.
Come on.
I'll give you it all.
Oh. This ain't that kind of show.
For real. Really. I do have something from In the News.
Okay.
See, I was just joshing y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I do. In the news.
While you're ready, point the camera down a little bit.
Huh?
Point the camera down a little bit.
So, in the news, right, at Reba McIntire's concert last night, okay, I'll tell you a little bit of the story, and it did actually go in the news. Normally people go to AC/DC, or they go to, a hard rock, heavy metal concert for, fighting and brawls, right? Not this guy. He decided to take it to Reba McIntyre.
Wow, isn't that the perfect place to start a brawl?
So I had an inside source who was there.
Awesome.
So while he was there was a couple that was in front of him that was standing up. Okay? And everyone around him and behind him were like, hey, you sit down when we're trying to watch the show. Right? So the guy proceeded to get rude. No, I don't have to fucking sit down. I've been going to concerts since I was 10 years old. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody, first of all, cares how long you've been going to concerts. Or what concerts you've been going to.
That's the last thing on their fucking minds.
No one fucking cares. Anywho, a cop comes over there, and he goes, first he talks to the man, the lady who was with him. He goes, ma'am, can you please sit down in your seat? Somebody's trying to watch the show behind you. I don't have to sit down, blah, 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 blah.
Belligerent redneck whore.
And he was like, well, yes, you do. And she actually said, well, who are you to tell me that? He goes, well, I'm the police officer on duty that is telling you to sit your ass down before I take you outside. So she eventually sits down. Now, the gentleman, on the other hand, did not. Instead, he proceeded to get more belligerent and more rude with the officer to the point where he started to fight with the officer over taking the seat.
Oh, wow.
So this guy started a fight not only just with somebody, but with a cop, nonetheless, just because he wouldn't take his fucking seat. Come on, there's other people who paid their money to go see the concert and go see the show, and they want to have a good time watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
But how can they do this sometimes when rude-ass people want to sit up or stand up in front of people? Same thing happens in movie theaters.
True that.
People stand up where they're talking, yapping. You're just
Playing
trying
on the cell phones.
Yeah, you're just trying to enjoy the show. Well, this guy was just trying to do it. Yes.
Everything cool? Oh, yeah.
You can come in.
Okay.
Something, boss hogs. Oh, thank you.
Cold.
Oh, yeah, that's nice and cold. Mm-hmm.
I got some Coors Lights and shit. That's my fishing beer, you know, because it ain't too gutty. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too heavy or nothing, so you sit there and fish and drink and enjoy yourself a little bit. You know, it's kind of refreshing. But them mosquitoes are tearing our ass up tonight.
Got your hair done? Yeah. Sweet.
I was wondering what all that was in the trash can downstairs. Look like a fucking muskrat, don't it? Hell yeah. What the fuck is that? Kill a rat in the house!
So, yes, that has been in the news.
What? We'll be right back.